Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to our Canucks GM mode. So, in last episode at the trade deadline, we made a huge trade involving Louis Eriksson as we sent him to the Tampa Bay Lightning in exchange for Andrei Vasilevsky, also Vladislav Nemesnikov, and a 4th round pick in this year's draft. We summed the remainder of the season and our record dropped considerably. Well, it dropped even more. And we finished the season 34, 44, and 4 for the 4th worst team in the entire league. So we're lucky though, because when we simmed it up to the draft lottery stated that we moved up all the way to the 1st overall pick. So this year we're gonna be getting somebody huge for our team. So that's very nice. Before we get started with the draft, I want to make one trade, and it involves the Stanley Cup champion Nashville Predators. And the reason I want to trade away these two players, I'll get to it in a sec. Once I have the trade set up here. So, going to Nashville, because Nashville kind of wants to maintain their championship status after winning the Stanley Cup. And there's two players that I need to get rid of, and that is Alexander Edler. And where is he? He's probably down below. Lucas Spiza. The reason I want to get rid of these two guys is Alexander Edler and Spiza. They're both defensemen, obviously, on our team. But if you look at our defensive core currently, we have some players that might be joining our roster next year. So we need to kind of free up the roster space. Because, look, if we kept Edler and Spiza, you'd have 6 defensemen that are the exact same as last year, but Triamkin's an 80 overall, and I'd assume he's going to be an 82 or 83 by next season. So he's going to want a roster spot, so that would take Lucas Spiza's spot. And then you got Olli Juolevi, who's potentially going to be an 81, 82 as well, because he grows pretty fast. So he could easily take Edler's, well, not necessarily Edler's top line spot, but he will take like Edler's roster spot. So it's best to trade them away while we can. So we're going to trade them to the Stanley Cup champion Nashville Predators because they actually want both of them too. So, and what do we want in exchange? Well, we're going to take back obviously their 1st round pick for this year, which is 30th overall. So we're probably going to target someone like Owen Tippett at the end of the draft. And we're also going to bring in another left winger. I don't know why I want to bring in another left winger, but Kevin Fiala, he's a medium top 6 sniper. He's only 20, but he's 80 overall already. So he could probably be an 83 by next season, and I've seen him grow to like an 86, 87. So he might be like our first line sniper to play alongside of either Bo Horvat or the prospect I am going to be drafting. So Kevin Fiala is a part of this deal, and that right away would go through just like that. Looks pretty even. So that's the trade we're going to make with the Nashville Predators, and I consider it a done deal. So that's our big trade for before the draft. We might make some more during the off season, depending what you guys think and who we should sign and stuff like that. So now that we've done that trade, let's get right into the draft. We're going to do the draft in this episode and then the resign stage. And then I'm going to show you guys the available free agents, and then you guys can let me know who you want me to re-sign. So, or who do you want me to sign? So, 1st overall pick, without a doubt, I'm definitely going to go with this one guy. It's like, without a doubt, because there's Timothy Liljegren, which would be nice to kind of have to play alongside of Olli Juolevi, but I don't see the point in bringing in Liljegren. And then Sushko, I know I've tried before. He's a high top 9. Comtois is also a good player, but we have a lot of left wing players at the moment and a lot of playmakers. And then Adam Thielander is a high top 6 defenseman, I believe. So I don't want to bring him in. So who else but Nolan Patrick is going to come here to Vancouver. Center power forward. We have one good centerman, and that's Bo Horvat currently, but Nolan Patrick could easily take a roster spot of someone like Brandon Sutter down the road. So Nolan Patrick, welcome to BC. So he's our 1st overall draft pick. And let's just see the next few picks. So Sushko goes to the Edmonton Oilers. Thielander goes to Toronto, so Toronto's picking up a nice defenseman. Liljegren drops to 4th to the Anaheim Ducks, and that means Comtois, I guess, going to Carolina. Yep. Okay, so that's that. Let's sim to user pick and see if we could get Owen Tippett. Because I wouldn't mind to pick up Owen Tippett. He's a right wing sniper, also medium top 6, so. But some of these guys we're probably going to have to let go eventually. I don't know when, but see, Owen Tippett, he's right there, 1st/2nd round. Right wing sniper, 18 years of age. There's also Hensink, but I'd rather Tippett because Tippett's younger. There's also Safin, but I've never seen Safin grow to be anything huge. So we're going to go with Owen Tippett as our second pick. As you can see, once we get to the end, he is a medium top 6, so that's a nice one to pick up as well. He could potentially play on our first line, maybe with Nolan Patrick down the road. Okay, so now we're in the 2nd round. The Ducks have the first 2 picks. We have the 4th pick in this 2nd round, so we could still go after somebody nice, potentially. So let's just sim to user pick. Okay, so Aho is not available anymore. That kind of, I guess we could go after some other defensive prospects potentially, because we do need people that could replace like Ben Hutton and stuff down the road. This Aucoin guy might be good. He is 17. I don't have any accurate stats of his. Well, there's a bunch of other defensemen. There's still Heiskanen, but I think he's like a top 6 defenseman. Yeah, I think we might go with Aucoin here. There's also Bukak or Bukas. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Fleury. There's a lot of them. Kret Belzile. Zip. Yeah, let's just go with yeah, we're gonna go with Aucoin here, I think, unless we want to pick up Hensink, but we don't really need any right wingers. He's a 2-way forward, so he might be a good bottom 6 player, but whatever. Let's go with Aucoin. And he is a high HL top 2 defenseman that's going to load for this part of the draft. I guess that was a bad pick, but a high HL top 2D could turn into a 7th defenseman, I guess, for us. So let's just see if he grows to be anything huge for us down the road. Let's sim to user pick. And we have now the 9th pick in the 2nd round. So now let's see what else we could get after. We want to just build this prospect pool to be very good for us. So, there's Weinhold. I remember seeing that guy. Offensive defenseman. Jordy Belvery. Ronberg. Jonas Ronberg. This guy's 18. 2-way forward. We do need some 2-way kind of guys. So let's bring in this dude. Maybe for our bottom 6. Yeah, low top 9, so he could potentially be a bottom 6 player for us. That's not too bad. Yeah, let's sim to user pick again. We'll probably do like most of the draft, or yeah, we'll probably do the entire draft. I don't even know. So 3rd round. Let's see what we could go after now in this 3rd round. I do have some people that are pinned, but they're for like the 5th, 6th, and 7th round. Villalta. Let's see how this guy is. 18. Matthew Villalta might not be bad to pick up another backup goalie. Somebody that could back up Demko in a few years. Because I don't know if Vasilevsky's going to stay with us his entire career. Wouldn't be bad to get another goalie prospect. Josh Brook, 18 as well. Oh, this Kuznetsov guy. I thought he was supposed to be a higher projected person. 6'3", 216, that's pretty huge. But I don't think he's going to play on our team. Potentially Tom Hedberg, that guy's the top 6 defenseman, I believe. If we want a top 60, which I might go after. Makinen, high bottom 6. Otto Makinen. And Shattenkirk. Neil Shattenkirk. This guy's 17. He could grow still a lot. Was he an offensive defenseman? No, he's a 2-way defender. Yeah, I think I'm going to go after Shattenkirk here. Because we need some more defensive prospects. Low top 6 defenseman. That's a little low, but whatever. I'll take it, I guess. Tom Hedberg, I think, was a medium top 6. So Okay, our 4th round pick. What could we go after? Svoboda. Let's see, power forward though. We don't need more power forwards, I don't think, because we do have a couple power forwards already in the minors. Wyatt Bear, this guy's another power forward, so there seems to be a decent amount of power forwards now. Playmaker, Sammy Molainen, Samuel Busek, 18. What was that accuracy at? Fighting skill, 68. Oh, there's that Data Shanov guy from Johnny's Gym, but I guess he's a real player. Suzuki, Nick Suzuki, center playmaker. Is there any more two-way kind of guys? Yeah, there's another two-way guy, Nicholas Poulin. He's got some decent stats, actually. Yeah, we're going to go after him just for our bottom 6, maybe for the future. High HL top 6 forward, so he could still become a bottom 6 kind of guy for us, maybe, if we're lucky. Onto our... Oh, we still have another 4th rounder. Oh, yeah, because that one must have been... Oh, this one's from Tampa Bay. Yeah, makes sense. So we could still go after any of those type of guys as well. Zablocki, two-way forward as well. This guy's 17 and he's unknown. Let's go with this dude. Elvins. Ooh, medium top 9. That's actually a pretty good steal for the 4th round, because considering everybody else that's picking is picking like an AHL top 6 person. So that's actually a pretty nice pull. Or not pull, what the hell. Pretty nice pick. Sim to user pick again. So that guy might be a steal. So let's see how that guy grows in the future. 5th round pick. And then we don't have a 6th rounder. I should go to my pin players and see if there's any of them available. I think I still have pin players written. Unless that was before I saved. Last time I saved. Yeah, we don't have any pin players. Let's just sort by pinned and not. Do I have any pin players? No, I guess not. Okay, what's going on? There you go. I thought the EA voodoo is what Johnny calls it. Is coming through. There you go. Okay, so another winger. We could get some, centerman for the bottom 6, because we've been just getting wingers currently. Center playmaker. That guy's that guy looks funny. Oh, it's Igor Larionov. I wonder if that's... Is that the actual Igor Larionov's son? So it's like Igor Larionov Jr.? It potentially could be. Let's just draft him, because I think Igor Larionov actually played for the Canucks. So let's just draft this guy. So medium HL top 6. So he might be a minor leaguer for us. But I had to pick him just based on that player name. So, but yeah, I have a feeling he's the actual Igor Larionov's son or something. I'll have to look that up afterwards, because that's kind of interesting. Up to the 7th round. What should we go after in the 7th round? Well, let's see. AHL top 6. Sort by potential, I guess. Any exacts? Exact AHL top 2 defenseman. That's not too bad for this late. Oh, Bashkov. I know that guy. I guess he's not supposed to be as good as he once was. High AHL bottom 6 forward. Who's actually projected to go in 7th round? Any of these exact guys? There's a lot of these unknown guys too. I could always go after one of those. Oh, Fellhaber. Ty Fellhaber, I've heard of him. Samsonov. Sergei Samsonov, really. That's not a real player though, I don't think, unless it's Sergei Samsonov Jr. as well. But the center playmaker. Sean Richards, left wing two-way forward. Simon Messier. I know there was some guys I was looking at to get late in the draft. Taden Ratty. Let's see. Anybody interesting? Who's this Hall dude? Austin Hall. R. Fuchs, is that how you pronounce it? Or Fuchs or Futches? I don't even know. That's kind of funny. Sorry, I'm wasting your guys' time. Let's see, Tampano, Troy Tampano. Oh yeah, I've heard of that dude too. Oh, I don't know what to go with. Garneau or Baroy. We don't have much time left on our timer. Let's see. Radiz. That's a mouthful of a name. Strand. Chizovsky. That might be another NHLer son. Bennett. Two-way forward as well. Titus. That sounds like a... No, I think I know who that guy is. Matthew Titus. Yeah, let's just go with Matthew Titus just because I have no idea who to go with. So let's just go with him randomly. So low AHL top 6. That guy might not even make the team at all. But okay, so that's that. And I think that's the rest of the draft. Yep. Okay, so now in this year's draft, we got Nolan Patrick at number 1. Owen Tippett. Aucoin, I think his name was. Ronsberg. Shattenkirk, Poulin, Elvings, who might be a steal, Larionov, and Titus. Okay, so now let's go to the redesign stage, and I'll resign everybody, and then get back to you guys. I'll show you who we have to resign this year, though. We might want to keep a lot of the cap space, though, for next season, because next season we have to resign Bo Horvat, as well as Kevin Fiala, now that we've traded for him. And then there's a few others, I believe. Some guys we're going to get... Oh, wait, actually, they might be this year. Bo Horvat's this year, I guess. But we luckily have how much in cap space? 35 million in cap space, so I did free up a lot of cap space, unless there's just because there's a lot of free agents. So Burrows is definitely going to be gone this season. Since we traded for Fiala, Fiala is going to take his roster spot pretty much. A lot of these other guys might be just not two-way deals. Goaltending wise, we need to sign Ryan Miller. Well, I'm not going to sign Ryan Miller. I'll just release him. We need to find a backup for Vasilevsky. RFAs, no RFA goalies. Forward wise, we need to sign Bo Horvat. So he's going to want a big contract. Mikael Granlund as well. So this is an okay year for re-signing people. So anyways, I'm going to sign everybody that I can, and I'll be back in a second. Okay guys, so I just offered the contracts to everybody. Also I want to show you guys the guys we drafted. So Nolan Patrick is a 72 right out of the draft. He probably won't be in the NHL this season. I can't see it, at least. He will probably be ready for next season, or the season after, like this season. So he'll be a rookie the same year as Thatcher Demko. Other prospects we did draft. So Nicholas Poulin is a 63 out of the draft. He won't be ready for a couple years, but also this is actually a pretty good pick, I think. Lucas Elvings, who we drafted in the 4th round at 98th overall. He's only 17 still, but he's got that medium top 9 potential, and he's a 62 at 17. So this guy could potentially be like a 70-something by the time he's 19. And then put him in the AHL, he could be a pretty good prospect. We also have Shattenkirk, who is a 60 overall out of the draft. Larionov's a 58, so he might not get the play really unless he grows a lot for our AHL team. Ronsberg is a 57 out of the draft, so kind of low overalls for some of these guys, but hopefully they grow. Aucoin's 55 out of the draft, but he's once again 17, so he still has a lot of time to grow. And then Owen Tippett's a 53, and Titus is a 51. And then we draft a goalie too? No, we did not. Oh, yeah, okay. So that's that. Let's see if we got everybody back. And then we will head over to the free agent screen and see what we could go after. Okay, so Mikael Granlund has accepted. Phil Larson, Rodin, Goodbranson, Bo Horvat is accepted, so that's the big one. Magna, Randulik, some HL type guys. Anybody reject them? Most of these guys are for the AHL club. Nolan Patrick has accepted his contract that we gave him. So that should be everybody. That's good. Let's just make sure we got everybody back. And we still have a lot in cap space, probably, right? Yes, we have $22 million in cap space. We did release Alexander Burrows and Ryan Miller, just because they might be retiring in the next year anyways. So we should have everybody back, right? Oh, wow, I almost missed out on these. Jeez, okay, I have to sign these guys for sure. Nikita Triamkin only wants a two-way deal, so can we get him on? Oh no, we can't get him on a two-year two-way deal. So yeah, let's just do 1 year. So he should be ready though for the NHL club this season. And Reed Boucher, I guess we could kind of get for, yeah, on a two-way deal. That's fine with me. Considering he's an 81, he could play in the minors or he could play in the NHL. Or he could just be a depth player, but I don't really want to use him as a depth player. So let's just see if we got those guys back. I don't even know how I almost forgot about Triamkin. So there you go. And there's Reed Boucher. So we got everybody back. Let's sim to free agency and see what we could go after. Because I know we do need a backup goalie. Since we released Miller, we need somebody to back up Vasilevsky. And then I don't know exactly what else. So let me just quickly save as well, just because I don't want to lose all this. So there you go. Okay, now let's look at what's available. Probably a bunch of Tampa Bay Lightning players like usually. So, yep, that's the case. So let's sort by certain positions first. So, center-wise, I think we're fine in the NHL, but there's Tyler Johnson, Martin Hinsel, Chris Van de Veld's the next best one after that. So there's a bunch of depth kind of guys. If we need depth players, I don't know who we could bring in. Maybe somebody with good penalty killing stats or defensive stats. So Derek Roy, Van de Veld's got good stick checking. Gregory Campbell's a good penalty killer. He might not be that bad to bring in just for 1 year, but he wants a lot of money. So, but we do have a lot of cap space. Brian Boyle's also another one of those good penalty killing guys we could bring in as a depth player. Left wingers, we don't really need left wingers, but Chris Kunitz is available. He's really old though. Same with Martin Havlat, Toulouse. There's Burrows. I don't think we want to bring back Burrows still though. So yeah, there's nothing really available for forwards so far. A lot of it's the same stuff from last season. So Alexander Semin, no thank you. Chris Neal, that's a nice grinder and good stick checker, but he's very old and he will retire after this season probably. Josh Joris, we could also sort by potential. I'll do that afterwards. Maybe we could find some good young prospects to play in the AHL club. Carl Alsner and James Wisniewski. So there's some good defensemen, but we don't really need any because we have a lot of defensemen already. So goaltending wise, Ben Bishop is available, and then Ryan Miller is the best. So technically, we could go out and just re-sign Ryan Miller for 1 more year and use him as a backup. He is listed as a backup goalie now, and he is the best backup goalie available, and we have a lot of cap space. So, but I would like to keep a lot of it because eventually we're gonna have to sign Nolan Patrick to his big deal. Okay, let's start by potentials. So Vinny Vivalainen, who's in Johnny's GM mode, is a free agent, 72 overall. Sandstrom, Forsberg, high backup Nathan Llewellyn, that's always 25. So those are the best potential goaltenders. Any good potential defensemen for the minors? No, top 6 defensemen. Calwin, Niku's only 20. Anybody though that's really young and has good overall. Oh yeah, Josh Jacobs. Doesn't that guy turn out to be good? I don't even remember. Michael Kempney is available. I remember seeing people sign him a lot. Tuola, this guy is only 21 and he's a top 6 defenseman, so this guy could still grow, and he's 74, so this guy might be a good person to go after. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about signing him. I don't know how high he grows to be, but it might be a not too bad of a player. So there's Josh Joris, Victor Arvidsson, but he's 24 already, and is he an RFA? I have no idea. Martin DeZirkles, Tyler Pitlick, Eric Thorell. That guy's a bit older though. Anybody that's young, 19 years of age, low bottom 6. Sammy Tamminen, this guy was also from the draft, I guess. Kobylisk is undrafted. I think Kobylisk we actually drafted in my Islanders GMO, but he didn't turn out to be anything. Left wingers, Curtis Hamilton, but he's 25. Ooh, look at that. Whoever, that guy that commented, look who we could go after, Rudolph Balcers. You said he should actually be an elite player, but he is now a free agent. I would assume he's an RFA though. But still, I think we could go after Balcers for sure. Bring him to the club, play in the minors. He could turn out to be something huge for the team, even though he's another left winger. High bottom 6 and Craig Cunningham, but he is older. Fogel is also another decent prospect, but yeah, I think we definitely could target Balcers since we have a lot of cap space. And centers, Hintz, Tyler Johnson obviously has the best potential, but he's 26. But I don't think we really need to bring him in. But Hintz is 20 and he's a 76 and he's a medium top 6. So this might be another kind of guy we could put in the AHL. Spot check, top 9. Or we could just get guys for our bottom 6. So Corbin Knight, that type of guy. Dennis Rasmussen, whoever else. Okay, anyways, that's what's available, guys. So let me know who you would like me to sign, and maybe I'll go after them if it's realistic or not. But anyways, that's gonna do it for that. Quickly, just before I end, I also should check the trading block so you guys can see if there's any potential trades you want me to do, maybe as well during the off season. What's available? So we got some picks with Anaheim, more picks with Arizona. I don't know if there's gonna be any players. So Giunta, no thank you. A lot of just draft picks. Ron Hainsey. Graham, that guy's not too bad of a prospect, but Jerome McGinley, Paul Bittner, and Popugave. Wow. Okay, Popugave is in another left wing power forward, but we don't need more power forwards, I don't think. Oli and Camano. More draft picks. Matt Hendricks. Yager and McKenzie. Amadio and Luff. Yeah, there's just a bunch of prospect kind of AHL prospect kind of guys. Ugh. Ryan Gropp and Adam Tambellini. Kaz Hivesnikov, medium starter. That's not too bad, but we don't need any goalies really because Thatcher Demko. Austin Moran. A lot of prospects from the draft or for some reason on the trading block. Middleton and Hall. Boquist and Gregor. Howell and West. More picks. Boyd and Morales. And more draft picks. So if you guys want me to trade for anybody or sign anybody in free agency, let me know down below in the comments. And that's going to do it, guys. So thanks, guys, for watching. See you guys next time.